I've been to houses where people would give me like GHB and I would pass out and wake up with like my pants down. You know what I'm saying? Like bad things have happened.
Oh. What was the highest you ever been? If from whether you remember or someone told you like you were this high.
I was like the highest.
Like, yeah, how high had you got?
On drugs?
Yeah.
I took a cap one time of 100, like a gram of dope. And that was the highest I'd ever been. I couldn't, when I say cap, it was we put it in a pill and I took it, swallowed it. And it was the highest I'd ever been. I couldn't speak, I couldn't see, I couldn't function.
Did you ever have an overdose situation at all?
No, I've had a lot of instances. I've had a lot of people do things to me. I've been in situations to where, since I was the girl with the dope, I've been to houses where people would give me like GHB and I would pass out and wake up with like my pants down. You know what I'm saying? Like bad things have happened.
Oh, wow. You mean assaulted?
Yes. Yeah.
And you don't remember the assault?
No.
Yeah, that was my next question, that, you being a female, jumping into this line of work, like, how did you protect yourself, especially when you get high, you know what I'm saying?
I put myself in bad situations, especially further down the road, whenever I was the one that was selling the big dope for the Mexicans. I would go into neighborhoods to where there is I didn't have a gun. I wasn't a gangbanger. I didn't have a gun. But I would go into these places and these houses with all these dudes, all these guys, and by the grace of God, nothing bad ever happened to me in those situations. But I put myself in very bad situations in very bad neighborhoods all the time because I wanted to be that girl that had, I didn't want no man. I was done with like men controlling me or men, I wanted to be the one that had control of everything. And I was.
So when you couldn't get that satisfying high, the thrill of actually being a boss chick sufficed.
Yeah.
It took you where you needed to be.
It was the money. It was good money. I got addicted to the money, the power, I did a lot of, bad things. I was not a good person back then. I did a lot of bad things to people, treated people a certain way just because I had the dope that they wanted. I was not a good person back then.
I was going to say, what all drugs did you not only sell, what all drugs did you partake?
I've tried everything. I've tried heroin, didn't like it. I smoked weed a lot. I was addicted to Xanax and Valiums. I've snorted cocaine. I shot methamphetamine for about 2 months, and it wasn't for me. I got real sick one time when I shot it, and I never did it again. It all just went back to meth. Meth was it made me feel powerful. I was skinny. I thought I was, the shit. It just changes. I don't know. It just changes you. I like staying awake all the time. We would stay up when I was younger for like 7 days at a time, playing dominoes and just, it's happiness for a long time until it turns into where you have to do it just to get up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And it's not happy anymore. It's fun for a while, but then it turns into something that is not fun at all. It's very demonic.
Go ahead.
So have you ever had to, you've gotten so high to the point where you're not getting high anymore?
Yes.
And you turn around and try something else or try a new spot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So instead of cocaine, you're making a Molly, or you're doing just any kind of drug just to find that dragon that you.
I did. That's why I tried those things, but those things never did that for me. Like heroin put me to sleep, and I was like, I don't want to sleep. I immediately took heroin, and it made me, pass out, and I don't want to do that. So meth was it was always the dragon that I couldn't get away from.
I was, I think, 10 years old when I first seen my big cousin. She was 7-8 months pregnant. And she was in New Orleans, we call an apartment complex, cuts and hallways. This is where the main hustles and trapping go on.
Yeah.
So she was getting loaded to the point where it didn't do anything for her. She had to find somewhere else to shoot needles.
Yeah.
And I watched her sit down on side the wall, spread her legs, and insert a needle into her vagina.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I did. I mean, I haven't mentioned. I mean, I've got 4 children, you know, and my first got pregnant when I was 16 years old, and I mean, I did dope with all of my kids while I was pregnant, you know.
So I'm curious, like, what is it like to just, man, like you just shoot anywhere?
I've seen people do it. People shooting their necks. They lay over the bed. They shoot in their necks, their jugulars. They shoot their toes in between their hands. I mean, I never experienced that myself, but I was around a lot of people that did that. And you know, us smokers always think that we're better than shooters, basically, because we don't do that stuff.
Right.
But in reality, it's all the same drug, you know.
Can I ask, that first time where you got arrested for, you said it was for forging checks? Mm-hmm. You said you were high at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Did you realize you were arrested? Like, did you have to come down off the high to see, like, whoa, I'm in jail? Like, It
didn't take too long. No, yeah. When we got pulled over, it was me and my boyfriend, and I had the checks in my purse. It was me and my boyfriend and somebody else, and he had all the drugs and everything, but I had those checks in my purse. I wouldn't have gotten in trouble at all had I not had those checks in my purse.
You forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, I mean, I was 18 years old. I mean, you know, I was young. I had no idea. And then I was terrified the first time I went in. And it was Denton County Jail. And I remember the book-in process. I remember sitting in the holding tank and we were laying on toilet paper rolls and, you know what I'm saying? And I was freezing. I'm literally 99 pounds freezing. And I mean, it was the scariest thing, but...
You don't have your drugs either, though, so you're, like, actually kind of detoxing.
Yes. I was in there for, like, 2 days before my family got me out. But it was scary. I mean, I was terrified going in there at 18.
So for those 2 days, you didn't have to go through withdrawal?
You sleep. So meth is a little different. It's not like heroin where you go through physical withdrawals. You sleep. So I slept and slept and slept.
Yeah, for 7 days, it's time to sleep now.
Yeah, it's time to sleep. So I slept, yeah.